Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So before I get started talking about the topic of this video, if you guys can go ahead and hit that subscribe button and go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you like what you see, and go ahead and hit that like button and leave a comment down below and let me know what you liked about this video and also what you guys want to see in a future video. So this video is basically talking about the 5 different things that I felt when I found out I had cancer, during the process of cancer, and even after the fact of being cancer free. So the first feeling that I felt when I felt cancer, I actually don't remember because I was sedated in so much medication because I was in so much pain. Like I said in my how I found out I had cancer video, which I'll go ahead and link in the cards above and also in the description box below, I have no memory of how I felt. Now what I was told that I felt was just I had a tear fall down my eye and I cried a little bit and then I just went back to sleep. Now fast forwarding 2 weeks later, when I actually started to remember things and remember seeing people, the feeling that I felt was mixed emotions. Like, I'm 20 at the time, I just turned 23 years old, and I'm like, I'm young, I just had a baby, why me? Am I gonna die? Who am I gonna leave my child to? And granted, I am married, but my husband does work night shift, so it's really hard would be really hard for him to take care of her. So I started to think about, well, who would watch her while he works at night, and how will she grow up, and whew. Sorry. Just a lot of things. It's still very emotional because I never thought this would be me. So those were the different feelings that were pretty much going through my head at the time. Not even the worrying about me getting better. It's just the thought of, if I don't get better, I need to start to plan how I want my daughter to be raised, and leaving that. And also they were looking forward to me writing a will at the time too. So, and that was very hard for me, and I ended up never writing it because I was very emotional trying to write it. So I ended up just giving up and just say I'm leaving her in the hands of her father and her grandparents and God, and I know she'll be very well taken care of. Second feeling that I felt going into the whole chemo process after being released from the hospital, I was trying to basically accept this as being my new normal, that every 3 weeks I was going to be hospitalized for about 5 days to get chemo treatment. I would come home and feel very weak and sick, and sometimes end up right back in the hospital. I just wanted to concentrate on spending time with my daughter, being there for my daughter, taking care of her even when I felt like I couldn't take care of her, and just being the best mom I could be, especially if being the best mom I could be was going to be for a short period of time. And granted, I don't remember the whole third month of her life. I remember the last 2 weeks of it, but for most of the month I don't remember. The third feeling I felt getting close to the end is, what is my life going to be like now? Am I going to be able to go back to work? Am I going to be able to do the things I used to do? Am I going to be able to run around with my daughter? Am I going to be able to do the things with my husband that we used to do before we even have a baby, going out, being able to eat what I want and do what I want? Am I going to have to change the way I eat, change the way I exercise, change the way I did things in life? So that was kind of a scary thing for me going into. I did end up seeing a psychologist that would come visit me one time out of the week that I was hospitalized, and let me vent and get everything out. And we also had members of a chapel inside of the hospital that would come and talk to me and let me vent also. They weren't there to preach to me. They weren't there to throw God in my face and throw God in the midst of this, because I knew God was already there. I was spiritually, but physically I was battling with my body. So they were just there to be a listening ear and to offer advice, or to offer how they felt, or knowing, just giving words of encouragement, knowing that I was going to get better. The fourth feeling that I felt was kind of a relief. I started to lose my hair. It had got really thin when I had first came home in the front area, so like I would sweat, breeze would blow past my head, and I would feel every piece of coldness that came through that breeze, especially because it was the winter time by the time I got out of the hospital. So I at that point just wanted to just go ahead and get rid of it. I was tired of every time I took a shower it was shedding, because my hair would mat so badly because I wouldn't take care of it. So when I actually did go to wash it, it was too much, and I think that also contributed to the fact of my hair falling out a lot faster. So about 23 years ago, because I'm 23 years old, so I was I don't know how exact old I was. I don't know if I was like going on one or I was already one, but my mom had my hair, my older brother Trayvon's hair to do, plus her hair she had to take care of, and she was just like, I'm over it, I'm tired of doing everybody's hair, one of y'all heads have to go. And my dad was like, I'll cut her hair. And my mom was like, you're not gonna cut my daughter's hair. Like typically you would think the dude's hair would go, but no. But I think he was playing. But in real life, in all actuality, I think he really wanted to cut my hair. So when the opportunity came about, I went ahead and asked him to cut my hair, and I was scared to think I was gonna have a weird shaped head, but I actually did. I actually have a pretty good shaped head. Like, and I always had said once I had cut it, I was like, God knows who he gives his perfect heads to, because it would be crazy for me to cut my hair and I looked weird. I didn't do the whole hats thing. I didn't do the whole wigs thing. I wanted to, but I had this lady walk up to me when I was in Walmart the day he cut my hair. And she stopped me, and I was in the little you know, riding thing, and she asked me how I was feeling today, and you know, she was asking did I have cancer and what type of cancer I had, and we talked, and her grandson, or either her son, came over and was like, why'd you cut your hair? And then she calmly explained to him she has a disease that causes her hair to fall out, so I'm pretty sure she just went ahead and cut it out. And she was like, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm like, yeah. I was like, because I'm just really now starting off. She said, yeah. So she was like, she has a disease where her hair falls out. She said eventually it would have just fell out, but it looks like she went ahead and cut it all completely. So yep, that's what I did today. And she was like, well, you're beautiful. She was like, tell her that she's beautiful. And she was like, you are beautiful. And I was like, thank you. And they both gave me a hug. She said she wanted to pray for me, and she told me have a blessed day. And I didn't even buy hats that day. I didn't even go purchase a wig that day. I rocked my natural bald head, and now my hair is growing back. So I'm excited, but at least I know I look good without hair. So my fourth feeling, you would think being cancer free would offer a lot of comfort and relief and just being grateful and blessed, which I am grateful and I am blessed that I was able to live and have the opportunity to be cancer free. But the hardest part for me is now trying to go back to being normal. I'll never be completely normal. I do have aches and pains. I do have days where I'm completely tired and I can't do a thing. And I have to motivate myself and push myself to do this. Like, I recorded 2 videos today. Didn't want to do it, but I was like, I need to get up and do it. I committed to saying I'm going to shoot 3 videos a week, and this is what I'm going to do. And if I shoot 2 today, then and I can get them edited, then I don't have to worry about doing it on Saturday. It'll be already done and ready to go. So I did push myself, and you see me, I'm recording. And so I actually do find myself going into kind of a depression some days, because even before I had my baby, I did suffer from really bad depression and anxiety, which I'll do a whole nother video on that and my experience with that as well. But it's just because you constantly have doctors checking on you. When you have an ache or pain, you can tell the doctor about it, they'll check it for you. But then now have an ache or pain and try to be calm and like, not be like, oh, it's cancer back, or what is this, or what is that, or could this be something else, and do I have a different type of cancer this time? It's really hard, and some nights I toss and turn. I can't sleep because of the pain, and adjusting to my daughter's new schedule. I actually have to put myself on a schedule so I won't be tired with her, because on top of being tired, and then when my body actually is drained, it's not a good combination, because I do still have to take care of her sometimes by myself once my husband goes off to work. So it's a lot still with being cancer free, but I'm just working on being the best mommy and the best wife I can be. I actually wanted to record a video with my husband and do a marriage tag, or and do a video with my daughter, just letting you know how she is and what she likes to do, and introducing you guys to her. So I'll be doing that sometime in the future when I can get both of them to sit down, especially her. But yeah, those are my feelings for experiencing cancer and now being cancer free. I still deal with a lot, but I'm grateful, I'm blessed, and I'm ready to move on. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you not haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.